So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to build a very simple website, a travel blog called travelwhispers.com. So let's dive right in. Now first, make sure you already have WordPress and XAMPP installed on your system. If you haven't done that, don't worry, I'll leave the download links in the description below. You can also check out my previous videos where I walk you through on how to install WordPress and XAMPP on your local machine. So here's just a tour of the website we're going to be building. As you can see, we have the logo by the left hand side and the menu items by the right hand side, and we have this background image which we have placed here, and we have the center right up and these two buttons underneath. And if you actually observe very well, we notice that we have a transparent header right here, so we're going to be fixing all that up. And after that, we have this image section. We have a write up by the left and an image by the right, and same thing underneath also. So the next section is our travel unique design section, where we have the affordable tickets and all the various values that all the various services that this travel blog actually provides. And also here we also have a carousel, a slider. So we're also going to be doing that together in this video. And after that, we have our sign up form. We can actually sign up for the newsletter, and we have a submit button underneath. And we also have the gallery section here, and then the footer. So that's basically all. This is going to be a very, very simple website. So if you click on the contact page, it takes you to the contact. Just give some time to load, and take you to the contact page. So without wasting much time, let's dive right in. So we'll head back to our dashboard. So let's just start building up the website. So for this project, we're using the Astra plugin and the Spectra theme. So the Astra theme, and the Spectra plugin. So let's just go ahead and install those plugins we actually be needing. So head down to plugins and click on add new plugin. Just give it some time to load. So let's just go ahead and install the Spectra plugin that we'll be using for this project. So just go ahead and search for Spectra. Yes, so this is the Spectra plugin we'll be using for this project. So go ahead and click on install. So guys, after it's done installing, so just go ahead and activate. Okay, so this shows it has been activated. So next we'll go ahead and install the theme that we're using for this project. So go ahead and click on appearance, then give some time to load. So when this pops out, you have to click on add new theme, since the Spectra theme we'll be using cannot be found here. So click on add new theme, So here we go ahead and search for the Astra theme. The Astra theme. So this particular one here, guys, this is the one we're actually using for this project. So just like we did previously with the plugin, go ahead and install the theme also, and just give it some time to install. It might take a while. So once it is done installing, you can just go ahead and click on activate to activate the theme. Okay guys, so now that we have the plugin and the theme installed, let's go ahead and do some basic settings in our website. So head down to settings, so click on general. So once this is open, so you guys can see here we have the site title which says Travel Whispers. So we also want to add a tagline, which is we want to say where travel actually meets adventure. So that will be our tagline for this project. You can also decide to add the site icon here, which is probably the site logo, but we'll be doing that later when we're building up the site. So after that is done, you can just go ahead and click on save changes. Just ensure you save your changes. So after that is done, head down to permalinks, click on permalinks. Okay, so we want to make some few edits here. This just has to do with the URL format of the website. So click on post name, and like we did previously before, just save changes. So after we're done with these two basic settings, we have more settings to do, but let's just go ahead and create the various pages we'll be using for this project. So go ahead and click on page and click on add new page. So we're making this website very simple, so just be creating just two pages. We'll be having only the contact page and the blog page. So just give some time to load, guys. Okay, so let's just add the title for our page. So this would be our home page. So go ahead and say home, and go ahead and click on publish, and click on publish again to have the home page published. So after that is done, we can just go ahead and view the page to see what it actually looks like. So as you can see, we have the home page here. And if you actually notice, guys, we have the home title. The title of the page is actually showing here. So by the time we're creating the next page, we're going to hide the title of the page. So just follow up with what I'm actually doing. So head back to the dashboard. So we'll create the remaining pages we'll be needing for this project. So come back here to page, click on add new page. So let's go ahead and create the contact page. So this icon here, this little eye icon here, so if you click on this eye icon here, what it does is to hide the title of the page right in the website itself. So when you go to view the page, you won't be seeing the title of the page at the beginning of the page, just like I showed you guys previously. So in this case, you're going to be clicking on this icon here to hide the title of the page right at the start of the page. So once that is done, click on publish and click on publish again, and we have one last page to create, which is the blog page. So you can go ahead and just view this page to see what it actually looks like. So we're going to actually observe that in this case, in the contact page, we don't have the site title visible here, just like we did in the home page. If you actually click on the home page, you'll actually notice that we have the site title visible here. This is because we did not hide it. So by clicking on that eye icon there, you are basically hiding the site title right at the start of the page. So let's just go ahead and add one more page in the website, which will be the last page. So go ahead in pages, click on add new page. So let's go ahead and add the blog page, which will be our last page. So in this case, we're also going to hide the site title. Then click on publish. Alright, so while that is done, let's go ahead and make some few more settings. Okay, so we headed back to the dashboard. So here I want to actually remove the sample page.
I'm looking for F&B.
After removing the sample page, we also want to remove the privacy and policy page. I want you just to remove that. We won't actually be needing that. So after this is actually done, so let's just go ahead and make one last settings. Head to settings and click on reading. So right here where you have your home page displays, select static page. So let's go ahead and choose our home page. Instead of our latest post being our home page, let's just go ahead and select our home page that we recently created as our home page. Then for the post page, let's go ahead and select the blog page as our home page. So go ahead and save changes. Okay, so after that is done, let's just go ahead and view our site, and after that we can start customizing the website. So this is what we have here, right guys? Looking very good. So let's just go ahead and hide this home title here. So you can just go ahead and click on the site title and the icon pops out. So go ahead and click on this icon and let's go ahead and update to save our changes. Okay, so we can simply head back to the dashboard. So before we start customizing our website, let's go ahead and bring in all the media files and all the assets and pictures we're using for this project. So click on media and click on add new media files. So I'll be leaving all the media files down in the description below. You can just go ahead and download them and follow up with this project. So click on select files. So just go ahead and select all the files. Okay, let's just make sure everything is selected. So just go ahead and select all the files. So click on open to bring them in. So let's just give it some time for all the files to finish uploading. So after all the media files have been finished uploaded, so let's just go ahead and start customizing our website. Head back to the website. Okay, the first thing we have to do is to create our menu. So let's just go back to the dashboard and create our menu, our primary menu that we'll be using for the header. So in order to do that, head down to appearance and you see the menu, click on menu. So, so, so we have to give the menu a name, what menu you're creating. So we'll go ahead and name it primary menu and select that as the primary menu and click on create menu. So after that has been created, let's go ahead and select the items that will be included in our primary menu. Click on view all, so select the blog page and select the contact page. There's no point of selecting the home page since the logo will be used as the link to our home page, and this is the home page would definitely be the first page would actually see when you click on the website. So no point of selecting the home page. Let's just go ahead and select the blog page and the contact page and click on add to menu. Okay, so we have it definitely took some time, so I went ahead and double click this add to menu. So that actually gave us extra four links added here. So I think let's go ahead and add the home page since we just have two pages here to give it a nicer look. So let's go ahead and add the home page to the menu, and we'll also remove the extra page we don't actually need. So go ahead and click on box select the blog page and the contact page, and click on remove selected items. So we want to keep the home page first, we want to keep the contact page second, and click on save menu. I'm not sure that's safe. Click on save menu again. Let's ensure we have that saved correctly. Okay, so it actually shows you that primary menu has been updated. So let's head back to our website and start customizing. Okay, so what we have to do first of all is to start by customizing our header. So to do that, click on customize. Okay, so after that is open, go ahead and click on header builder. Okay, so right here we have the header builder here. So what we have to do first of all is to bring in our logo that we'll be using. So click on site title and logo, and here you have an option to select the logo. So let's just go ahead and select the logo. So let's just scroll down a bit. So this is the logo we'll actually be using for this project. So click on it and click on select. So let's just go ahead and crop it and ensure that we have everything selected. So go ahead and click on skip cropping, and as you can see, we have the logo here. We have our logo brought in. So as you can see, this is kind of like a mess here, but we just go ahead and edit it. So the first thing we have to do is to remove this site title right here. We don't want the site title visible, so let's just go ahead and remove it. So right here you see you have site title visibility, and if we click on it, you notice it actually takes it off for the desktop version. So let's just go ahead and remove it for desktop and for tablet and also for mobile screen. So while that is done, you can just go ahead and click on publish. And if you actually notice, you notice that the size of our logo is kind of like too big. So let's just go ahead and reduce it a bit. So let's give it a size of 250 pixel. Okay, as you can see, it's looking a bit nice and looking better. It's looking a bit better. So let's go ahead and give this sort of like a background color. So in order to do that, we'll be clicking on this little icon here at the edge, not within. Just click on this little icon here. Click on this icon, and you see general settings, you see the height, and you can actually see the visibility. So let's go ahead and click on design. As you can see, we have the option to select background color here. So go ahead and click on the background color and we'll select the color 9. As you can see, it actually changes the color to this dark black color. I think this is okay. So we can just go ahead and click on publish. So let's just go ahead and edit the menu items here. So in order to do that, you can just click on primary menu. Alright, so click on design. So let's go ahead first of all and give it a hover style. Let's give it a hover style of zooming. So the effect that plays out is that when you hover on it, it actually zooms in. So probably when you publish it, you actually get to see how that actually looks like. So after that has been saved, let's go ahead and select the menu color. As you can see right now, the menu color is kind of like a gray color. So let's go ahead and choose white. Okay, so this is kind of actually a better look. So you can see the menu items are looking a bit too small. So let's go ahead and play with the font a little bit. So click on this icon here. So let's go ahead and choose the Montserrat font. Okay, so let's give it a font weight of 600 semi-bold. So let's also go ahead and give it a font size of 18 pixel, and let's make it all caps. Okay, so I think it's actually looking way better right now. So let's go ahead and click on publish to have this saved. So we can then go further to view our website to see what it actually looks like. So go ahead and click on the So this is what we actually have right here. So if you hover on it, you can actually notice the animation that actually pops out. So we have the home page, we have the contact page, and we have the blog page. So let's go ahead and edit our banner page. So click on edit page. Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you what we are going to be building here. Let's head back to the home page. Okay, so this is the homepage we're about to build. As you can see, we have this large background image that covers up everything. We also have our transparent header, and we have the center text and these two buttons underneath. So let's just go ahead and build this out. So the first thing we're going to be doing, let's add our container block. Click on this plus icon here, click on container. So we're using the single container block. So next, let's go ahead and add the background image. So if you click on style and you see background, see type, you can actually choose color, choose gradient. So we're using image. So let's just go ahead and click on image. So let's select the image we'll be using as our background image for the banner. So let's select this particular image here. So let's go ahead and bring it in. So as you can see, it's appearing all nice and smooth, but the height is kind of small. So let's go ahead and give it some height. Click on general. So let's give it a height of, let's give it a minimum height of 750 pixel. Okay, so also ensure that your container type is set to full width and the content width is also set to boxed. So this is all looking nice. So go ahead and click on update. So let's go ahead and view our page and let's see what we have built so far. Okay. So next, let's go ahead and add our contact page, our center text, So click on edit page. So right here, if you actually look closely, you see that we have a plus icon right here. So click on the plus icon and just add in the header text. So we want to actually change that to our site tagline, which is where travel meets adventure. Okay. So let's go ahead and change the color of the text to white. Okay, so let's go ahead and play with typography a bit. Let's give it a font size of 100 pixel. Also give it a font weight of 600 bold. And the font style, let's go ahead and make it italic. Font family, let's select Montserrat. Let's use the Montserrat font. Okay, so let's make it all uppercase. And lastly, let's go ahead and center the text. Okay, this is actually looking all nice. But as you can see, the text, the write-up is kind of not all that visible. So let's go ahead and add an overlay in the background image. So to do that, click on the main container and go ahead and select style. And right here where you see the background, you actually have an option to add in an overlay, and you have the different overlay type. You can actually use color, you can actually use gradient or an image. So let's just go ahead and use a color as an overlay. So the opacity, set the opacity to 0.2 and just select black as the overlay color. So that kind of dims the image a little bit and makes the text more visible. So that's just it. So go ahead and click on update. So next, let's go ahead and add the two buttons underneath. Let's go ahead and add the two buttons. So click on the plus icon within this main container. don't click on the one outside, click on the one within this container. So click on it, gives you an option to bring in a container. So let's go ahead and bring in a single container like we did previously. So let's go ahead and bring in our buttons. So bring in the first button. As you can notice, guys, you see that the button container is taking all the width, so, and we don't actually want that. So click on this and head down to settings, and let's make some changes here. So click on the general settings, and let's just click on this button container. This is the one we actually want to work with. So okay, no, let's work with the major container. So click on layout. So right here we see align items, flex, and I want to set this to row. And on the button container, let's go ahead and bring in the other button. Okay, so this is what you actually have right here. Okay, so this is actually what we want. So let's go ahead and change the text of the button. Let's select the first one as our preset, and for the text, let's just say view the blog for this first one. And for this one, say contact us. Let's make the text all caps. And same thing for this one. Let's change the button preset. Let's select the first preset. And for the style, let's change the typography. Let's make it all caps. So click on transform and click on uppercase. So that's it, guys. So click on updates and let's see what you have done so far. So you can just go ahead and view the page. So alright, so this is what we have here. We have the view the blog page button, and we have the contact us button, and we have the text for the center. So let's just go ahead and add the links to this page, and also let's go ahead and fix the transparent header. So go back and click on edit page. So right here, you want to actually click on this for the transparent header. In order for us to fix the transparent header, you want to click on this Astra settings here, and we have the advanced settings. So click on the advanced settings, and we have transparent header. So let's just, right now it is inherit. Let's click on enable and click on return to post and click on update. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix the link for this button. So if you click on the button, okay, let's leave this place. Click on the button and click on this icon here, this box icon. So right here, click on content, and we can actually fix our link here. So right here, we can just head to blog, and for the contact us, let's do /contact. So click on update. So let's go ahead and view the page. Let's see what we have worked on so far. So as you can see right here, we have the transparent header, all nice and looking clean, and we have the right up here, and we have the 2 buttons underneath. This is actually looking very good. So let's go ahead and fix the next section. Let's go ahead and fix the next section of the website. So click on edit page. So click on the plus icon. So this time we click on the plus icon outside of this container. So click on this particular one right here. Click on container, and in this case we'll be making use of this container, this particular container right here. So click on update. So let's go ahead and edit up this container. So let's see what we'll be building for this section. So right here we have a write-up by the left and we have an image by the right. And in this case we have an image by the left hand side and we have a write-up by the right hand side. So let's go ahead and build this up. So right here, click on the plus icon and bring in your header. So in this case, we select, instead of H2, we'll be using the H4. And let's just change the title up to "We Love to Travel." So our title will be "We Love to Travel." So let's go ahead and center, put it right in the center. And we can also make this all uppercase. Let's selecting on typography and selecting on transform and setting this to all uppercase. So next, let's go ahead and bring in our paragraph tag. So I'm going to paste in some text right here. Okay. So next, let's go ahead and add our image by the right hand side. So we're bringing in this particular image where this lady is taking photographs. So let's just go ahead and search for image block. And so click on this one by Spectra. So let's just select image from the media library. Okay, so this image right here, so this is the one we'll be using. So select it and just bring it up. Okay, so this is all looking all nice. So let's go ahead and fix the remaining part. I almost forgot, we need to add a button right here. So let's go ahead and add the button here. So go ahead and bring in the button block. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix the button. So select on the button and we'll be choosing the transparent precept, this one right here. Okay, so let's change the right up to view more. And let's say read more. Just keep it all caps. So let's go ahead and bring in our header like we did previously. So click on the header. So I title here will be travel to beautiful places. Okay, travel to the best places, I mean. So like we did before, let's go ahead and select H4 instead of H2, which it currently is. Select on H4 and let's go ahead and bring in our paragraph text. Okay, so let's go ahead and center this first. And let's go ahead and bring in our paragraph text. So let's go ahead and bring in our button. So like we did before, let's select the preset. So select this particular preset, the transparent one. So let's change the right up to view more and ensure it's all caps. So let's just go ahead and click on typography and ensure it's all cap. So if you select on transform and click on uppercase, so we have view more. So let's go ahead and bring in our image here. Bring in the image tag right here. So click on image and bring it from the media library. So like bring this particular image, this image will be using here. So click on select. Alright, so let's go ahead and update and ensure our changes are saved. So we can just go ahead and view the page. Let's see what we have worked on so far. Okay, so it's actually looking all nice and clean. It's actually looking very good. Actually looking very good. So for our next section, let's see what we're working on. So this is our next section. So this is what we're actually working on. We'll be having a header and also we'll be adding a separator with some write-up and the various services that this travel blog actually offers. So let's go ahead and build that out. So click on the plus icon outside of this container box here. Click on this one and let's bring in our container. So we're making use of our single container here, so just click on it. And first thing, we're bringing in our header like I've previously done. So just click on this and bring in our header. So we can just go ahead and center it. Will be our unique travel design. So let's just go ahead and paste that here. So let's just go ahead and play with the typography a little bit and just click on style. And here you find typography. Click on typography. And okay, I think we have this all good already. So what we have to do is head back to general settings and let's enable the subheading. Click on enable subheading and let's just paste some description right here. So you can just go ahead and copy it up and so just paste it right here. So we have our subheading here. So one more thing, guys. So if you noticed previously from design I showed you, we have a separator. So you can easily find that here. So go ahead and enable the separator. Select it as solid. So just go ahead and increase the width a little bit. So if you click on style scroll down here to where you have separator, and you can find the width here. So let's just increase it just a little bit. Okay, so this is fine. So click on updates and ensure your settings are saved. Okay, so the next thing we have to work on is the info box. So let's bring our info box and keep it side by side, just like this, just like what we have here. So let's head back up and bring in a single container. So we have a single container right inside the parent container. So just go ahead and bring in our info box. So right here we have our info box, so click on it. So let's just go ahead and edit it. So right here we have icon. Instead of icon, let's click on image, and let's just bring in our first image. So we want to select this first one right here and go ahead and bring it in. Okay. So let's also change the title. Let's name it feature destination. Also, so let's play with the text a little bit. Head to style. So the title, let's play with the title a little bit. Let's make it uppercase. So head to transform, just click on capitalize. Okay, so this is all looking all nice and clean. So okay, so next we need to change the color of the title also. Let's give it a nice reddish color. So you can just go ahead and paste in the color. Okay, so this is what we actually want, guys. So the next thing we have to do is to duplicate this info box here, because we want 3 of them. So just go ahead and click on this little icon, and we can just click on duplicate and click on duplicate again. So right now we have all this info box all stacked, so we want to actually make them aligned in a row. To do that, click on the parent container, head to layout, and if you look at the direction, it's all set to column, so change that to row. Okay, so click on this container again, and if you actually notice, each of these info boxes within a container, and we don't actually want that, so you can just drag this other one inside here, and also bring this third one inside here again. So, and we can also just go ahead and delete this container. So basically we want all the info box in one single container, and we can also then have them aligned in a row. So that's what we want. So we can actually then go ahead and edit them individually. So just go ahead and change the image for this one. So click on it right here and click on the image. Okay, head to general, and you can just go ahead and change this image here. So this is the image you actually want here. So just click select and bring it in. So next we also want to go ahead and change the title. Instead of feature destination, it should be affordable ticket. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit the last one also. Change the image. Select this one here, bring it in, change the title from featured image to travel guides. Somebody want this all caps, man. Okay, this is all looking all fine. So this is just what we want for this section. Oh, I think we haven't changed this image properly. So let me just go ahead and click it. So instead of this, it should be this one right here. So just click select to bring it in. So this is what we have now. So just go ahead and update to ensure our settings are saved. So you can just still go ahead and view the page to see what it actually looks like. So we have this here, and we have this section which we just built out of recent. Looking all nice and good. So I think one last thing we have to do is to add a background image to this section. We have to add a background image to this section to differentiate it from the previous section and the next one. So click on edit image. So just scroll down. So click on the parent container here, on this particular container here. So head to style and you also see background type. So click on color. So let's give it a background color of hexadecimal value F8, F8, F8. Okay, so it's a little bit darker than the previous section. So let's just click on update. Okay, so the next section will actually be creating so this is the next section we'll actually be creating. We'll also be adding a slider in our next section. So let's just go ahead and add that up. So click on the plus icon here and click on container. So bring in the single block here. So click on the plus icon here to bring in click on browse all, and we want to actually bring in the post grid. So click on the plus icon here. So click on container and bring in a single container block. So click on plus here and click on browse all. And so let's just search for post. Okay, so let me confirm what we have here. Image gallery, shit man. So head back here, so bring on, so let's search for image gallery. So let's bring in our image gallery. So we'll have to select the images we'll be using for our image gallery. So click on select images. So let's just select the images we'll be using. So click on this, and click on this and this. So that'll be okay. So let's just create a new gallery and insert gallery. So click on this icon here. So while we have it set up like this, we actually want a carousel. So we can actually select the type instead of grid. Select carousel. And instead of 3 columns, let's just make it 2 columns. So this is what we have here. So go ahead and click on update to ensure your settings have been saved. So you can just go ahead and view the page to see what it actually looks like. So you can just scroll down and see what we have here. It's all looking all good and nice. So right here we have our carousel. So for our next section, we have this sign up to newsletter section. We have this text here and we have a form here. So let me just go ahead and copy this. Right up here. I'm using it. So this is the next section we'll be creating. So let's just go ahead and create it up. So click on edit page. So scroll down. So click on our plus icon here. So click on our container. So bring in using this container block here. So right here, let's bring in our header. So right here, let's just say sign up to our newsletter. So instead of page 2, let's change it to history and let's enter it h4 a bit. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring in our paragraph tag. So paste the right top in which you copied previously. So let's go ahead and edit this header up a little bit. So click on style and head down to typography. Let's just make this all caps, select transform and click on capitalize. So here, let's bring in our form. So have our form, just bring it in and you can just select the simple form. So let's go ahead and edit it up a little bit. So right here, instead of box, let's click on underline and let's hide the labels. Instead of hide label, let's just hide labels. And let's work on the button. Let's make it look more aligned to what we have. So let's click on the submit button and we have different presets here. So let's just go with this one. So these are looking all nice and good. So right here we can just go ahead and click on updates. Yep, to ensure our settings have been saved. Alright, so let's just go ahead and view page to see what it actually looks like. Oh, so this is what it actually looks like, looking all good and nice. So lastly, let's go ahead and add the last section, which will be our blog section. So this is what it actually looks like. So this is what our blog section actually looks like. So we'll actually go ahead and create a post. Let me create another post to show you guys, and let's go ahead and bring them in. So right here, you can head back to our dashboard. You can head down to our dashboard and click on post and click on add new post. Just give it some title. Let me say we love to travel and okay, let me just paste in some dummy text, and also you should go ahead and add our featured image here. So just go ahead and select this one up as our featured image and set as featured image. Click on publish. Okay, so like this we have our post all created. So if we head back to our dashboard and click on, okay, so right here you can actually see all the posts. See, we have 4 posts right now, so you can just go ahead and create all these posts and add those images with some dummy text. So let's head back up and continue editing our site. So click on edit page. So you can just scroll down. So click on this plus icon outside of the previous section and just bring in our single container block, and then you can just go ahead and search for post grid. So this is what we have here, guys, looking all nice. So let me just take these settings off. So let's go ahead and make this 3 posts per page instead of 4. So click on this icon here, and as you can see post per page. So instead of 6, let's just change that to 3. And this is what we have right now. So let's go ahead and edit the button, and to do that, just scroll down, and where you have content, okay, click on the read more link, and we have the button here. So let's just go ahead and select this one. Okay, so these are all looking all nice and good. So click on update. So I just go ahead and view the page to see what it actually looks like. Okay, so this is what we have here. We have our large image. So we have our we love to travel section, travel to the best places, and the read more button. So we have our unique travel design section and the services this blog offers. We have our carousel online. So we have our sign up to our newsletter section also with our submit button. So we also have our blog section. So this is all good. So you know how to edit the footer. So let's just go ahead and do some edit to the footer. Let me show you how to do that. So right here, to edit the footer, I click on customize. So previously we worked on header builder when we were working with the header. So right now, as you can guess, we just head down to footer builder. So right here we have the copyright settings. We click on it. So you can actually see the text. So we have copyright, site, and let me just add my name right there. Let me just say email. Email is a G at gmail.com. So click on publish. So let's head back up and see what it actually looks like. So right here, if you just scroll down, so we have copyright 2024, email is g@gmail.com. So looking all nice. So lastly, if you just check on the post page and the blog page, and okay, so we just have our blogs here arranged in a grid style. So looking all nice and good. So if you check on our contact page, so lastly, let's go ahead and edit the contact page. So click on edit page. So bring in a single container block like we have always done. Click on container, making use of a single container block. So click on this one right here, and let's just bring in our form. So click on the form. We'll be working with a simple contact form. So this is what we have right here. So let's just hide labels, and instead of box, let's choose underline. And for our submit button, let's go with this one right here. So this is all looking all good and nice. So just go ahead and update. and let's view the page to see what it actually looks like. So this is what we have right here, guys, looking all nice and smooth. Like I said, if you click on the icon, it takes you back to the home page. So this is what we have, right, guys. So looking all nice and good. Yeah, so this is all we have, right. We have our carousel, we have our sign up to newsletter section, and we have our blog section also with all the image well displayed, and we have our read more button. So this is all good. So thank you very much. Hope to see you soon.